Hello Notre Dame, I'm Julia Sacco, welcoming you back to this month's installment of the NE News. November held with plenty of events and activities within our community, including OSLC, Grade 8 Open House, a Mathletes Tournament, and many, many more. I now leave it to my guest co-anchor, David Petcher, to introduce November's edition of Interesting Individuals. Take it away, David.
During the month of November, the ND News team took to the art room to interview grade 12 students Jessica Thomas and Chris Bertel. These recognizable Notre Dame artists took the time to discuss their work and the influence art has on their lives. Check it out.
Hi, I'm here with grade 12 Notre Dame art students Chris Bertel and Jessica Thomas, and these two have taken art throughout their high school careers and used their talents to bring life to Notre Dame. So guys, when did you first discover that you loved art?
Well, I for one started doing art super young. I always do crafts with my mom and stuff, but I really started getting into drawing and especially pencil drawings of animals and people in about grade 7. I've been drawing and painting since then.
For me, I didn't really get into art until about grade 10, and then I discovered art and art history, and I'm specifically interested in art history and how art influences the present and also the past, and how stories are told through art, and I think that's evident in my pieces.
Is there ever a specific piece that kind of influenced you or sparked an interest?
Well, one of them I actually brought with me today, and that's the tiger that I did in grade 10. I did it mostly in the summer, but also some of first semester, and it took me about 5 months total. It's done in pencil crayon and some pastel, and that piece is really influential for me because it was kind of like all the skills that I had been building for about a year came together in one piece, and especially since it was the biggest piece I'd ever done, I was really happy with the way it came out though. And yeah.
Sure, it's really amazing. Chris?
For me, I don't think there's a specific art piece that I'm influenced by. I would just say artists like Georgia O'Keeffe and Frida Kahlo, and even Picasso. They influence my style and also the way I view storytelling and narrative in my pieces.
That's really interesting. Overall, how do you think art has changed your life and your perspective on the world?
Well, for me at least, art has given me like a 180 in my journey in life, I guess, because in grade 10 I was planning on being like something sciencey, going into the sciences, and now I'm leaning towards art as a career choice.
I'm glad that you found that out, for sure.
Art for me really gives me meaning in my life because I've never really been interested in sciences or math or anything like that. But creating something it gives you like a new perspective on everything because everywhere you look there's meaning and there's art, and when you're an artist you're kind of like always thinking about new ways to create things, and for me it just affects every second of every day.
That's awesome that you have something so important to you like art. I think you guys are really easily identifiable within the school. I think people know who you are and know your work. How do you think specifically your art has changed the climate of Notre Dame?
I feel like it's beneficial to a learning space to have lots of creativity and creative pieces around everyone because it makes it more interesting, it makes people maybe pay attention to their surroundings more, and it just makes it a more comfortable place overall, I think.
I would completely agree.
Yeah, I think art can really add to the learning experience because I know fellow students and artists in our class specifically have chosen different themes from different courses to portray in their art, such as Nicole Gabriel, who has chosen to focus on Hamlet. She chose one of her pieces this semester and focused on Hamlet and how his life influenced, I don't know.
It's just like a focus on Hamlet.
Yeah, just focus on Hamlet.
The way that she kind of incorporates our curriculum with her own art, that's really interesting. And I think you're completely right. You can see art in anything, even English class. Do you think that our school, though, is accommodating enough for students who want to pursue art, or do you think there's anything that we can improve on to make it easier?
Definitely not. Okay, everything in schools is always oriented towards people who want to go into sciences or technology or engineering or math, and also to sports. there's so many different opportunities and lots of different scholarships and everything for people who are interested in things within these areas. But for people who are interested in art, there's hardly anything. There's just art club, there's very few scholarships, and even the art history class, there were not enough people who signed up for it because there's not enough priority given to art and visual learning and everything like that. So our school, every school does not really cater to art in the way that it should.
I can see that, yeah. Chris, do you have any input?
Yeah, I think art is not really viewed as an important aspect in society as a whole, and it truly is, because as we can see by even the Mona Lisa, that's like a world-renowned piece of art that everybody knows is a household name, and even arts that are created by political activists, those are used even today to express movements and also bring life to maybe people that are marginalized in society and bring them to the forefront of society.
You're completely right. I think specifically we kind of live in a small town and it's harder for art to kind of make its way to the forefront, and as people in creative fields, it's hard to kind of get far, but I think that you guys are doing great things and you're working really hard, and I can see you guys being very successful. So finally, if you were to give advice to anybody who's looking to pursue art in the future or possibly coming into high school and wanting to join art club, what advice would you give them?
Practice is everything, obviously, and if you're trying to make a career in art, it's very important to make connections within the community, and you'd be surprised how many people are willing to work with you as an artist.
Yeah, I think you should just go for it, because in art I started as not knowing anything. I started in grade 10 and I didn't know any of the elements of design or any of the basic principles of art, and I actually learned a lot in that first year, and I think I developed as an artist extremely. And I think that's, especially like throughout my high school career, I think that's evident in like storytelling and also the techniques that I use. So I think if you start from where I am, which is knowing basically little to nothing about art, I think you can really improve.
I've been lucky enough to be friends with you guys for most of high school, and I've seen you guys improve, and I've seen how hard you guys work, and it's truly really amazing and inspiring, I think, to anybody who wants to go into any creative profession. So thank you guys so much for your time, and I hope you do great things. David, it sure is amazing to see all the amazing talent we have right here in our school, in the arts and in all other areas of academics. Speaking of which, the ND Mathletes participated in a tournament on Tuesday to November 27th. ND took gold and silver, and 3 of our teams will be progressing to the next competition on Tuesday, December 11th at Lakeshore Catholic High School. Congratulations, mathematicians.
While the Mathletes have been taking action, another academic group began this November. The engineering squad meets on alternating Thursdays, and with the guidance of a real working engineer, take on challenging activities to better their skills and prepare for the future. Keep on building.
Everyone sure has had an eventful month this November, including Notre Dame Students' Council, who kicked off November with a bang. The group attended the Ontario Student Leadership Conference, or OSLC, from Sunday, November 4th to Tuesday, November 6th, alongside 2,200 students from across Ontario. NDSC members worked alongside other school councils in intimate breakout sessions and had the opportunity to learn important lessons on how to improve the climate of our community from esteemed speakers like Phil Boyd and Patrick Morier. Council members would like to thank Mr. Mate, Mrs. Corazzato, and Mr. Purdy for bringing students to this memorable event.
Wow, Julia, there sure are tons of clubs to choose from here at ND. And all of these opportunities were showcased for the grade 8 students on Thursday, November 22nd, during this year's Grade 8 Open House. Beginning at 6 p.m., Dillon Hall was filled with impressive extracurricular displays led by student moderators prepared to answer any questions the students may have. Later on, students and the parents were able to participate in fun and informative activities in each of the departments, all while completing their ND passport that was entered in a draw for an ND outfit gift card. Thanks go to our admin, guidance, and all clubs and students involved in this informative and fun evening.
ND really knows how to make incoming grade 8s and the rest of our community feel welcome. A specific group of students who worked to reach out to our community on Saturday, November 24th was Jazz Ensemble. The talented group of musicians filled the Welland Public Library with incredible tunes for the performance and teen open mic night. The event was spectacular and truly showcased the power of music to bring a community together.
The school involvement within our community sure is something great to see. And while our clubs do so much, so do ND's sports teams, which brings us to discuss sports news. Congratulations go out to the senior girls basketball team for capturing the NCAA championship with a 52-46 victory over Blessed Trinity on Monday, November 12th. Great job, girls.
Another win for ND was snagged by the junior boys football team on Friday, November 16th. The boys went home as zone champions after a tiring game in the snow against A.N. Meyer. Great work, team.
Back again with victory is the girls' junior basketball team. On Wednesday, November 21st, the girls defended their Saucer crown with a win over Dennis Morris. Congratulations once again.
And that's all we have for sports this month. But here are some upcoming events and news to keep your eyes open for. Thursday, December 13th is this year's winter semi-formal. Get your contracts in and arrange your tables because this night in Hollywood is one you surely won't want to miss. And that's all for your ND News. We'll be back next time with more updates and interviews, but for now, here's Derek with your joke of the month.
Hey David, knock knock.
Who's there, Derek?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub, I'm drowning.